Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. We're going to be taking a look at the normal raid, Eden's Verse Iconoclasm. This is going to be the 7th of the Eden raids, and in here you'll be trying to destroy the Idol of Darkness.
So many of them, but nothing we can't handle.
Throughout the fight, the boss will stay in one place, so you'll just want to spread out along the platform looking at the boss. The tanks will need to go towards the side as there are line AoEs that will pass through the tanks. You don't want to clip other party members. When you cast Empty Wave, this is going to do party-wide damage that you'll just need to heal through. Unshadowed Strike is going to be the tank buster that will tether the boss to the tank, telling them that they need to move to the side, otherwise a large line AoE is going to hit the entire party. Words of Motion is going to summon several flocks of birds to the front of the platform that will do line AoEs across the platform in the order that they are summoned. So you'll want to move in front of the second group that is summoned and then reposition after the first group charges across. After this, the boss will summon Void Gates onto the platform and then the flock of birds one more time. Whichever flock of birds flies into each Void Gate is the one that it will come out on the other side. If the first set flies into the purple or blue gate, then that is the one that is going to activate first afterwards, so it actually doubles the amount of AoEs. So as you can see here, the first set is going to fly into the blue gate. So we move into the front row that has the purple gate. So the third AoE that's going to hit the platform is going to come from the blue gate. And then we transition in front of the blue gate afterwards to avoid the fourth one. When the boss casts Away with Thee, then you will have a short delay period before your character will be teleported towards the other circle that is connected toward you. So you want to make sure that that circle is pointed onto the platform. If you're teleported off the platform, you will immediately die. After this, the boss will cast False Twilight, which will put a circular AoE under all party members, so you'll just need to move out of this quickly. Followed by two separate group up AoEs, so you'll want to split into light parties of 4 and split the damage for this. I'll follow this up with another Empty Wave for party-wide damage. And then our Unshadowed Strike Tank Buster. After this, the boss will cast Unjoined Aspect, and everyone in the party will receive either a Umbral effect or a Astral effect. This will put a purple or white marker underneath you. Then the boss will cast Words of Night, which will summon the 4 separate flocks of birds to the front of the platform again. This time it will be unavoidable as they will all charge across at the same time, but you'll want to stand in front of the one that has the opposite color of your aspect. So purple should stand in front of white and white in front of purple. These will happen 3 times in a row, so you'll need to transition in between each set of them to the new color, as when you are hit by the AoE, your color will change. After this, the Idol of Darkness will become untargetable, and 2 adds will be summoned onto the platform. You'll want to group these as quick as possible. This phase is going to be a DPS race, so you'll want to burn them down as quick as you can. They start off the fight surely into fighting the 2 adds. The Idol of Darkness will cast Away with Thee one more time. So you'll need to reposition yourself so you're not teleported off of the platform. At the same time, both adds will cast Strength in Numbers, which is going to be a donut AoE underneath them. The reason you group them up is to stack the donut AoEs so that there is more area for everyone to be safe. After this, the Idol of Darkness will cast Silver Shot, which is going to put a circular AoE on all party members, so you will need to spread out to avoid overlapping them. And at the same time, the add on the platform will do Strengthen Numbers one more time, which is going to put a circular AoE underneath them, so you'll want to move away from him to avoid it. If you haven't killed both the adds at this time, they will begin charging a self-destruct that if it finishes casting will immediately kill the entire group. Afterwards, the Idol of Darkness will cast Empty Flood, dealing party-wide damage to the entire group, before going back to its normal location and becoming targetable again. It'll immediately start off the fight with Unjoined Aspect one more time, giving everyone the Umbral or Astral effect. This time, when it summons the flock of birds to the front, it will also have portals on the sides, so you'll need to check which one your color is going into. You'll want to position in front of the portal that would be the opposite color. So I had the purple effect. So initially I stand in one of the lines that has the white birds, but then I noticed that the purple bird is going into the blue portal, so I want to stand in front of the blue portal because my color will change to white, and then I need to be hit by the purple one to get changed back to purple. Then the birds will come back one more time for a final charge across the platform. Follow this up with another Away With Thee, this time putting 2 circular AoEs on the platform that one party member at least will need to be in each of them to absorb the attack. Otherwise, it will cause party-wide damage and vulnerability. Follow this up with another Empty Wave AoE, party-wide damage. And then an Unshadowed Strike Tank Buster. After this, the boss will cast Words of Motion, and then summon the portals onto the platform. The Words of Motion is just going to be the regular flocks of birds you were shown in the beginning of the fight. So you'll want to stand in front of the second group that was summoned, and then reposition after the first group charges across, and put yourself in front of the portal that the second group charged into, and then reposition after the third set to the fourth one. In between the third and fourth AoE, the boss will cast False Twilight, causing a circular AoE under all party members, and then the 2 group up AoEs that you'll want to try to split the damage with as many people as possible, making sure that you're doing 2 separate groups though. I'll follow this up with Unjoined Aspect, giving back the Umbral and Astral effect. So I had the purple, so I stand in the white line originally. I noticed that the purple line that I would need next is going into the purple portal, so I position myself in the row for the purple portal for the second AoE, and then back in front of the white one for the third. Out of all mechanics in the normal raids, this one seems to be the one that most people mess up on, so do expect to spend more time in here and have a longer fight than normal. Follow this up with Away With Thee and the circular AoEs on the platform that one party member will need to be standing in each of them. And then Empty Wave for party-wide damage. And then another Unshadowed Stake Tank Buster, followed by Words of Motion. At this point, he'll begin to repeat his mechanics, starting from the Words of Motion with the portals, And then I'll follow it up with False Twilight. After this, he'll cast Unjoined Aspect, where you'll deal with the colored birds and portals one more time. And then away with the circular orbs on the platform. There is a short delay after the teleport that you will be able to reposition into the circular AoEs if for whatever reason you weren't able to do it during the teleport. Followed by Empty Wave and Unshattered Strike. But this should be it for Eden's Verse Iconoclasm. I hope this helped everyone out. If it did, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.